Joe Cordina defeats Edward Vazquez by a crazy scorecard. I had it a draw. One of the ringside judges had it a draw. The other two, robbery. Before I get into that, hit the thumbs up, sub, and notification bell. That way you get updated when I drop the newest content like this. With that being said, let's get into the fight breakdown. So first and foremost, I could see a case being made for either fighter. It could have went either way. It was that close. But come on. I think it was 116 to 112. Judges like that need to be fired. If either guy won, they won by a round. That's it. That's it. There was no 8-4 in this. 116 to 112. Yeah, there was no 8-4. It just wasn't. Here's the rounds that I gave each fighter. Round 1, Cordina. Round 2, Vazquez. Round 3 and 4, Cordina. Round 5 and 6, Vazquez. Round 7, Cordina. Round 8 and 9, Vazquez. Round 10, Cordina. Round 11, Vazquez. Round 12, Cordina. For 6-6 draw. Here's how I saw the rounds going. Round 1, Cordina round. Edward landed some nice uppercuts in the pocket. However, Joe was just landing too many clean combos and body shots. Round 2, Vazquez. Joe had very flashy moments, but at the start of the round, he was quiet. Edward kept the pressure up and the punches flowing all round. Close round. Round 3, Cordina. Edward started the round off very nicely. However, Joe started fighting in the pocket and was countering Edward trying to come in. Stopped fighting Edward in the pocket. Round 4, Cordina. Edward was winning the round and then ran into a nasty counter uppercut thrown by Joe that hurt him bad. Joe then unloads on Edward. Round 5, Vazquez. Joe started off good from range, but allowed Edward to close the gap. In the pocket, Edward outworked Joe and even had him trapped against the ropes. Round 6, Vazquez. Edward had Joe stuck on the ropes multiple times while hitting him with hard hooks and overhands. Edward also knocked Joe's mouthpiece out of his mouth. Round 7, Cordina. Joe kept the fight at mid and long range, and Edward had no answers. A target practice round for Joe. Round 8, Vazquez. Joe did good from range. However, he had a lot of moments of lull where he did nothing. Edward took advantage, trapping Joe on the ropes and landing very good combos. Could have gone either way. Round 9, Vazquez. Joe just has too many moments of turning off and then getting unloaded on by Edward. Round 10, Cordina. Both guys landed very good shots. However, Joe kept the fight in the center of the ring, and that is where he truly does his best work. Round 11, Vazquez. Joe wins the round with ease when he lets his hands go and is staying in the middle. However, Joe stops throwing and Vazquez jumps on him every time and just outworks Joe. Round 12, final round, Cordina. By far the closest round of the fight. Both guys unloaded on each other and had advantages at times. However, Joe landed the harder, cleaner shots in my opinion. I had it 6-6 a draw. There's no way that you could argue that Cordina won 8 rounds. You would have to give him every single swing round. And they were so close you couldn't do that. If you saw the fight, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. No, it was not a robbery win because it could have went either way. But those scorecards were robbery. And both of those judges, in my opinion, should be kicked out of the sport. Whenever we see scorecards like this, it's time to get these people out of the sport. This is why boxing is dying.